Not married, though. Are you for real? Not married. Are you serious? Are you serious? All right, guys. Welcome to the Fame Report. We got a really spicy one today. Get your popcorn. Make sure it's buttered on up, okay? Because in this video, we're going to be reacting to this video from inside the industry, right? That's the channel. I'm going to leave the link to the rest of the video in the description below if you want to check out the rest of the video. But man, as soon as I saw Mary J. Blige and Diddy, that's my reaction. I have never watched this video. This is going to be an authentic reaction. Again, get ready, buckle up, and here we go. Because we're going to be in for a ride on this one. Let's go.
We grew and kind of blew up with each other.
I'm so tired, don't wanna feel it.
Yeah.
I just know that was a murder. You know what I'm saying? That was a spiritual murder, whether people know it or not. Because God don't people. You know what I'm saying? Whether people know it or not. And I could go deep, but a lot of people I would have to really bring.
Rumors travel fast in the industry. Apparently, there has been gossip about Mary J. Blige and her rumored strained relationship with Diddy, and now it appears the actress has finally spoken, confirming what remained a mystery for decades.
My life was on hold due to my situation and how terrible it was, and I was just stuck in it.
Mary is a jack of all trades. From being a talented actress to a remarkable singer and even being a songwriter, she has spread her magic all over the industry. However, as sweet as it sounds, as harsh as her past,
I loved him and I wanted him to feel comfortable.
if you have followed the actress's journey, you must be aware of her close relationship with Diddy and how the mogul helped her climb the stairs to...
Now, we all know how intricate Diddy was, and obviously, you know, Mary J was to her own career and Diddy to her career as well, right? That's something that was very evident to me growing up, seeing that. I just hope as we dive deeper into this video, it ain't nothing too crazy, honestly. Like, I hope this is clickbait, bro. I hope that this is clickbait, that, you know, Mary J. Blige has something to expose. I hope. Back to the video.
stardom. From what Mary is today, she certainly owes a lot of credit to the record producer for smoothing her path. But nothing comes cheap. In Mary's case, we are starting to discover the price the actress might have paid for it and still remained silent up till now.
I loved him and I wanted him to feel comfortable.
Puff has remained in the headlines for a long time now. No one is unaware of the reported atrocities he pinned on his co-artists. There have been countless lawsuits made against the rapper, and he is in deep waters now. While some believe Diddy is actually guilty of the alleged crimes, they also believe Mary's situation was even than the others. It is being believed widely among the fan base that even if Mary did not face similar torture to the other women, she might be aware of the truth behind the lawsuits and can confirm them. It has become a norm for Diddy to wake up each day to a new lawsuit filed against him. However, this time, he might not be able to recover from it as two women, Faith Evans and Mary J. Blige, have reportedly stepped up against him. Faith Evans shared a picture of hers laughing hysterically. Many thought it was to hint towards the messed up situation Diddy was caught in and her reaction to it. Why are the viewers linking Faith's post with Puff? Well, the pair has had some history together back when Evans used to work for Bad Boy Records. One might argue this has nothing to do with Sean Combs, but can you also deny Mary's statement being linked with Puff too? The singer shared a quote where she talked about her past compared to who she is now. It read, "Unfortunately, a lot of you met me when I lacked boundaries and was a people pleaser. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed." What is the singer trying to hint at? What past is she talking about?
Man, that's so relatable. That's so relatable. Even me personally, that's how I used to be. Outstretching my hand to people, give help, lend a helping hand. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with lending a helping hand now, right? But you got to know when to burn them bridges. Mary, you preach. Back to the video.
Mary, before becoming who she is now, had to work with all her force and might to get where she is today. Being nominated twice for Academy Awards, thrice for Golden Globe Awards, 9 Grammy Awards, and much more, the prison song actress made the world acknowledge her talent and greatness. Mary fought all the obstacles that came her way. However, surprisingly, the person who was reportedly the root of all evil was none other than Sean Combs. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Mary made severe revelations. She explained how Puff, who oversaw her first 2 albums, was not loyal to her while the pair shared a romantic bond. Also,
Whoa,
she
what?
talked about how Puff took credit for the work Mary did and forced her into contracts, disadvantageous for her. When you're young and have a passion, the successful people in the field inspire you. You want to become like them. The same was the case with Blige. She was attracted to Diddy because of his charm and charisma. She revealed how the rapper made her see big dreams about transforming her into a big star one day and promised to be her savior in the industry, when in reality, Diddy reportedly used her as a cash cow and was not even faithful to her. The singer also showed light on how the rapper took control of her life and directed her in every aspect, which irritated her. He was my everything. He was my manager, my producer, my boyfriend, my mentor. He made me feel like I was the only one who mattered, Blige said. But he was lying to me all along. He was sleeping with other artists, other models, other actresses. He was stealing from me, taking my royalties, my publishing, my masters. He was controlling me, telling me what to wear, how to sing, what to say. He was exploiting me, using me for his own gain. Further on, the actress claimed to be aware of Diddy's lies when she came to know about how he fathered a child back in 1998 with another woman. According to Mary, she wanted to end all her ties with the rapper, but he refused to do so. As Mary informed the interviewer, Diddy made promises to her of how he would become a better person for her, but the actress believed it was all a pile of lies and all Puff wanted was to steal money from her. He begged me to stay with him. He said he loved me and he would change. He said he needed me and he couldn't do it without me. He said he would give me everything I deserved, Blige said. But it was all lies. He didn't want to lose me because I was his golden goose. I was making him millions of dollars. I was his ticket to fame and fortune. Many artists have stepped up against the Bad Boy Records founder and claimed how he used to manipulate his power and authority and threaten anyone who would not act according to the rapper's wishes. Mary was a victim too. Mary reported that the mogul claimed to sue her, blacklist her, ruin her reputation, and even hurt her physically if she decided to cut ties with him.
You know what's so crazy to me? Do you know how much this happens in the music industry? Honestly, in Hollywood in general. It's really not just this situation. It's a lot of other situations as well. Some situations where you'll be like, what? That person? Nah, not that person. Let me not expose too much. Let's get back to it.
He was a powerful man in the industry. He had connections everywhere. He had lawyers, bodyguards, hitmen. He had people who would do anything for him, Blige said. He told me that if I ever left him, he would make sure I never worked again. He told me that if I ever spoke out against him, he would make sure I never lived again. Blige recalled how she had to live with fear in her heart for years until she decided to shove it off and find the courage to step up, which she did in 2001. She restructured everything, hired new lawyers, managers, and producers. Mary also claimed to receive spiritual healing, therapy, and sobriety to heal herself from the trauma she received while being with Puff. I had to fight for my life. I had to fight for my freedom. I had to fight for my dignity, Blige said. I had to overcome the pain, the anger, the betrayal, the addiction, the depression. I had to find myself again. I had to find my voice again. Bilka described how her stepping up involved her wish to be an inspiration for other women and also make the world aware of Diddy's reality. He's not the genius that he claims to be. He's not the visionary that he pretends to be. He's not the mogul that he wants to be, Blige said. He's a parasite. He's a leech. He's a monster. Blige mentioned how she does not regret working with Diddy in the past, as it led her to become a better artist and a better person. Mary was also proud of the work that she created while working with Diddy and the impact it made on the culture.
And see, that's what I love. She could say all of that, but still stick to the facts, right? I love that. I love that. And that's what we do on this channel on Fame Reporters. We stick to the facts. All right, back to the video.
She did not forget to thank the fans who supported the actress in her journey and recognized her talent and integrity. According to the actress, she is glad to be where she is today, and that is a legend, an icon, and a queen. In the concluding remarks, she stated, "I don't hate him, I don't love him, I don't need him," Blige said of Diddy. "I forgive him." Mary also hinted towards Diddy being involved in Aaliyah's death. the young artist passed away in a plane crash that had
Whoa,
remained a mystery for many.
We not just gonna slide by that. I'm gonna have to do some deeper research on where she said that at. All right, drop in the comments what y'all know about that. Okay, drop in the comment section below what you know about him being involved in that. Back to the video.
Years now. According to reports, Aaliyah was forced to get into the plane against her own will while the aircraft was not suitable to fly with the weight it was allowed to. From Mary's statements, clearly, she was tormented by Diddy.
I believe it wasn't her time to go because from what I know, it ain't supposed to go down like that.
However, the fans have also raised concerns over the actress's hate towards the record producer due to possible beef between her and another artist whom Diddy mentored. That artist is none other than Faith Evans. Faith and Mary initiated their relationship as close friends. In the early 90s, Diddy signed Faith after already having Mary, and that's when the artists started to work together. The two divas grew closer to one another as pictures circulated of them hanging out together. However, the industry is a ruthless place. It knows perfectly how to break strong bonds and make close friends, bitter enemies. When an artist becomes successful, the youngsters start copying the person, and the industry tries its best to create replicas of that artist so that the fame and fortune can be shared. Diddy knew the fans loved Mary. Thus, he wanted someone else to follow her path too, so that his record label would grow further and further. For Diddy, none could be more suitable for the job than Faith Evans. Diddy made Evans follow Mary's blueprints. This created a sense of competition between them, which eventually led to them falling apart. In an interview with The Breakfast Club, Evans revealed the true facts about the rumor of Mary wanting Faith to remove her vocals from their duet, Love Don't Live Here Anymore. Mary explained how tormenting it was for her to record the track again in the absence of her duet partner. At the time, the general manager of Bad Boy called me like 6 months after my album came out like, "Mary wants her voice off your album," said Faith. So I just re-recorded the record, which I hated, without her on it. Later on, Blige also went to the same interview where she expressed her surprise and made remarks on Faith's statements. According to Mary, she was unaware of what had been told to Faith and called it complete.
And you know what's crazy to me? I'm just gonna pause it real quick. What's crazy to me is I don't think they're talking about everything that happened. I'm just gonna be honest with you. When you in a work environment with somebody, it's like there's a tension in the room that you can feel, right? You can feel it when you're in the room, especially if you're recording, and everybody knows that, you know, they were recording together. Most likely, if they didn't record together, they were in the same room together, right? In the same recording studio. So, you know, there was other problems and drama that may have went down that we don't know about. Back to the video.
Lies. That's not true. That's something I'm just hearing about, responded Blige. I love that song. I love the duet that we did, and every time I hear it, I'm like, well, what happened to my part? The Grammy-winning vocalist added, I know I didn't say anything about it. They lied to her. Back when Mary cut her ties with Puff, she did not raise concern about his attitude. Rather, she highlighted her own condition, which for her was getting out of hand. The reason we split up is me not understanding the business the way I needed to understand it at the time, she explained. He had a label, he had a female artist, he had Biggie, but during the time I was really dogging myself. I was a mess on drugs. Any smart man or businessman would have moved away from me. It felt like he was becoming distant, but looking back, I now understand why. I wasn't delivering properly. I wasn't taking care of my health, so how can he roll his dice on me? Mary also highlighted the public's opinion, where everyone thought she would not be the same alone as compared to how she was with Puff on her back. The fans believed Diddy had the power to direct Mary's career as she was dependent on him. I never doubted myself, but I've always been insecure.
All right, let me just stop. Let me just stop right there, right? Yeah, you know, for a certain period, she was dependent on him, but an artist gets to a point once they've recouped, right? And once they are out there to the world where they're marketable within their own right. That doesn't mean they don't need any sort of backing. If you got to this is why you got to be so smart when you're setting up your deals, and you got to be reading all the fine print, everything when you're setting your deal up. Right? This is not like we're not about to get into, it's not a hip hop channel, right? But I'm just saying, you know, that's very important. And I think Mary, she strikes me as a very smart woman. So she knows what she's doing, which makes sense why I think she released a new song recently too. So she's still doing her thing. Back to the video.
With my ability to do certain things because I lose some of my vocal abilities from smoking and drinking and doing she continued. It was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it without you. It was easy, but the streets and everybody's opinions is what made things so hard. Oh, she's not with Puff no more. She can't do it without Puff no more. When you have a powerful and experienced hand behind your back, it is easier to climb a steep ladder. But when the hand is removed, you fear falling. Also, the hand might pull you down. Mary feared the same. She was hesitant to continue on her own, and coupled with Diddy's reported threats to her, her situation was even more messier. However, she went steadfast on the journey, and she actually made it through. Diddy has surely had a messy past, which has led his current...
All right, we're not here to talk about the past. I think we pretty much got what we needed out of this video. You know, what's my opinion on it? So my opinion is I'm glad she came out with all that information, which to be quite honest with you, we pretty much already knew. Obviously not everything that she was talking about. And I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that she didn't talk about that, you know, maybe get exposed later on. I don't even know if I want to hear about it because I just love Mary J. Blige's music, and I just, you know, I like her as a person, right? From what I can see on the outside. But again, guys, I mentioned it earlier. You know, there's a Hollywood elite circle that I don't think Mary J. Blige is in personally. She strikes me as a woman that she prides herself on her space and ain't at the parties, right? Now, could I be wrong? I mean, of course, I don't, you know, we don't know these people personally. Do we have their phone number? You got their phone number? I don't got their phone number, right? So there's no way to be able to tell that, but we could speculate and we could dissect things the way we can. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure you slap the like button and kick the subscribe button for more. Guys, if you want me to go live, start doing that. You know, drop live in the comments below, because there's a lot of information that I know. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm holding back. So if you guys want me to go live and really get into the industry and get into what's really going on and expose everything, I could do that, right? Drop live in the comment section below. Make sure you slap the like button, hit the subscribe button for more. Peace. I'm out.